Hi there. Today we are talking about the art of Asia and focusing on India. So this is Unit 5.03. This is part one of that 5.03 read along. Indian art and architecture reflect the beliefs and customs of the people. On the Indian subcontinent, city builders were at work by 2500 BC. Most regional dynasties and three great religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Islam, left their mark on Indian art and architecture. Indian civilization sprang up along the banks of the Indus River. The Indus lies at the western edge of the Indian subcontinent, a huge diamond-shaped peninsula in southern Asia. To the north, the mountain range of the Himalayas separates the peninsula from the rest of Asia. Today, the Indian subcontinent contains the countries of India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Bhutan. Much of India's early history ebbed and flowed like the waters of the Indus. As snow melted in the Himalaya each spring, the Indus River flooded, depositing rich soil for farming. Bountiful harvests created a surplus of food and a division of labor for the people. In the Indus River Valley, archaeologists continue to unearth clues about Indian civilization. The early Indians developed a complex writing system that scholars are still trying to decipher, left a legacy of ideas that continue to thrive in modern society. Indian architects planned cities with an interconnected plumbing system, a startling feat of urban planning for 2500 BC. Farmers developed efficient irrigation systems that enabled them to grow cotton and other crops. Artisans mastered the art of weaving, and Indian fabrics gained popularity all over the ancient world. Painters made miniature narrative scenes, and metalsmiths crafted ornate jewelry and sculpture. Indian music and dance has influenced modern styles. Two great religions, Hinduism and Buddhism, originated in India and spread throughout the world. So here on the right, we see the Hindu monk meditating in a temple courtyard. The Hindu temple sculptures are often highly ornate, complex, and colorful. Indian fabrics and designs are recognized throughout the world. Miniatures are an ancient form of Indian painting. And Indian dance movements come from ancient traditions and have religious symbolism. During the 4th and 5th centuries BC, many regional dynasties ruled different parts of India. Buddhism was a unifying theme in architecture, as architects designed grand temples and stupas, or domed shrines, to honor the Buddha. In the 3rd century BC, the Emperor Asoka began construction of a shrine at Sanchi, a collection of palaces, monasteries, and temples all dedicated to the Buddha. Indian emperors continued to expand the shrine, called the Great Stupa, for the next 150 years. The man who became known as the Buddha, or the Enlightened One, was born Siddhartha Gautama in the 5th century BC in India. Early on, Siddhartha began to ask questions about humanity's place in the world. He wondered how people could live good lives, how they should behave, and how they could find peace and happiness. The ideas and the path he set forth are now followed by millions of people around the world. The Great Stupa at Sanchi. A stupa is essentially a dome-shaped mound or dirt or rubble that contains sacred Buddhist relics. The dome sits on a raised base and is covered with stone or plaster. Each part of a stupa has a special meaning. The architectural elements are meant to work in harmony to symbolically unite the human world with heavenly paradise. Buddhists designed the architectural features of the Great Stupa at Sanchi to symbolically unite the physical world with the heavenly world. The Toranas. I'm going to click this to make sure I'm saying it correctly.
Torana
is a gateway at a Buddhist stupa or shrine. When visitors approach the Great Stupa in Sanchi, they pass through one of 4 gates, or Toranas, that are positioned at the 4 cardinal points around the stupa. Passing through a Torana symbolizes the process of leaving one world and entering another. The Toranas are covered with elaborate carvings that symbolize Buddhist ideas. The imagery helps visitors understand the Buddha's teachings and prepares them for viewing the sacred memorial. The 2 square posts that support 3 horizontal tiers are elaborately carved to tell stories from the Buddha's life during several of his reincarnations. The Torana is topped with a trident-shaped Buddhist symbol called a Ninpidad. The trident represents the Buddha, his teachings, and monks and nuns who practice Buddhism.